What's going on, YouTube? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it applies to you. Just checking in, y'all. Checking in on my 90-day little review. I'm a little late behind it, but it is what it is. Sorry about that. So, I just want to give the good, bad, and ugly, basically, about Schneider. That things that is a little pet peeve to me. That's the bad. The ugly is things that I guess you can't change. Like you have no unless you just want to change companies. So I'm gonna start with the bad, then I'm gonna work my way to the ugly, and then I'm gonna work my way to the good. Hopefully we can end this off with fucking a good note. So matter of fact, I'm gonna work with the good first. The good. I love the fact that we have a lot of terminals or places, not terminals, as they would say, they have OCs, operation centers. We have a few of them that, majority of them have places like when you pull in there, they have diesel, get you something to eat out of there, like a cooked meal from there, showers, wash your clothes for free, and stuff like that, internet, and all that good stuff. That is very good. Two, for me, number two is just to having the opportunity to pick my own load with nobody calling me and nobody harassing you. You know what I mean? Three, everything is if you're having a problem with something, you give your BOA, I think that's what they're called, and you just give them a call and tell them what's going on. They're going to get it fixed for you, which is good. I really I like that. That's very good. The pay is okay. You just got to, it just depends on what market you're in, where you at, and stuff like that. So that's okay. Another good thing is they have a lot of direct customers, so not a lot of open-end book freight. So like what I mean is like they don't have random customers that they pick up from. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm too new in the game to say yes or no, but for me, I would say it's okay so far. For the bad thing is no, because I see sometimes when they do book loads that are from like a one-time vendor for the month or something like that, them loads pay really well. All right, I'm talking about out the norm well, good. So is it a good thing or a bad thing? Yes, but I guess the good thing is that we have I ain't gonna say a lot of freight, but we don't have a little bit of freight. It just depends on where you're going. If you do what you got to do, you'll find the markets that you can go to and find loads coming out. I'm in PA right now. Drop my load. I got a load that's picking up about 6 miles away. Tomorrow pick up, go to Wisconsin. From Wisconsin, go down to Dallas. Not too bad. $900 a day each day. So, well, from here back PA to Wisconsin is $900. So, and then from Wisconsin down to Dallas is like $1,700. But that's neither here nor there. We ain't talking about money right now. That's the good for me. The bad, how can I say the bad? The bad is I don't like not knowing who I'm picking up for. Okay. The bad is not having any control over the customers. Okay, you can't. I know what people are going to say. Nobody can control the customers, but with Schneider being this size that Schneider is, I think that they should have more control, as in like I don't know how to really say it. Like for me, if the customer should know, like, okay, this is Schneider, and then this would be with any customer that has a big chain. I don't think that their loads should, if it's a preloaded trailer, should be stalled. The bad is when I'm saying like, okay, my biggest problem is, let's say I'm going somewhere to get live unloaded. Okay, no problem. I get there, okay, it's either this is something I done ran into twice so far. I get down to Alabama, get there, They can't live unload me till the next day. They tell me to go ahead and wait on it, going to get paid attention. Cool. Get there to Frito-Lay the next day, because it's not a Frito-Lay distribution center. It's a Frito-Lay where you bring the potato chips there and then they distribute it within their city, not a manufacturing distribution. So get there the next day. After waiting 24 hours, they haven't even touched the trailer. Now, mind you, I have a load I have to pick up that day as well, leaving from Mobile. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm kind of fucked. You know what I mean? So my problem with that is Schneider should know these type of things. Okay, with them being this large, it isn't like they haven't been here before to this place. Okay, they had a trailer there that was still that hasn't even been touched before I got there, that was waiting to be unloaded. So I waited 24 hours just to get told I have to go deadhead, which I got paid to go pick up an empty. That's the problem that I have. That's a pet peeve of mine, which I don't like. Okay. Two, sometimes you do run into places like I went to Walmart, told me it's a live unload. They booked this load for me to go pick it up. I booked it. It was going to be a live unload at 8 a.m. in the morning. I get there. Walmart has already updated. They don't have people live unloading on the weekends. It was a Sunday. So it's like, okay. So luckily they had one trailer there out of 5 that was empty. I was able just to drop the trailer and pick up an empty. Okay. And once again, how don't we know these things? So that's a pet peeve that I don't like. Okay. The good thing is, if you need to call your, a weekend dispatcher, they could find you a load. Find your trailer, empty trailer, and you could just keep going about your day. It's going to take a little while for them to get back with you because the offices are closed on the weekend. So now I've been minding myself like, hey, I want to try to get loads that carry over on the weekend, or get to somewhere I think that might be a big distribution where I know there might be empty trailers. Okay. You don't want to go to these off-brand little cities and shit, and you ain't gonna find a fucking trailer. So that's about the bad. Now the ugly that I don't like so far, and this is my biggest problem. And I know Schneider has no control over this, but they need to figure this shit out before I have to go. Okay? I pick loads going to destinations where I feel I pre-planned the way I want to go. If I'm going from, let's say, the South to Pennsylvania, let's just say Georgia to PA, nobody's going to pick a load that's 44,000 pounds trying to go to Pennsylvania. Nobody wants to run that. That's going to run your gas. It's going to take extra time getting through those heavy-ass mountains up 77 or whichever you want to go. It's going to take time. Like, that is heavy, okay? So nobody's going to pick that shit. So I don't either. You know what I mean? I'm not going to. I don't care how much it's paying. And 9 out of 10, those loads are only going to run about a day load or a 2-day load. I mean, if it's a 2-day load, then I might take it, depending on the money. But my biggest problem that I'm starting to run into is, like, I found a load that's going from, let's say, Indiana to PA. All right, it's not bad, but I'm talking about not the backside of PA, maybe like York, PA. So it's kind of deep in there, but it ain't too deep. Minersville, stuff like that. But the load on the load board saying it's only 10,000 pounds. No, like 12,000 pounds. You get there after booking this load and then booking a load coming out of PA. You get there and it's 42,000 pounds. Now, at this point, you can't call nobody to renegotiate your rate. Okay? That is ugly. That's the ugly part I don't like. You can't call somebody to say, hey, I don't want this because it's 42,000, 43,000 pounds. Because now you already got your loads booked up. Now all the loads that you might have took prior to this is gone. So you either you're going to lose this load. Let's just say it's going there for $1,200-$1,300. Now you like, okay, well, if I cancel this, I got to pick up something for 600, try to get that knocked off the same day, find something else for another 600 just to cover what you was going to take there. So now you in a lose-lose situation because now you have to take it. And my problem is you can't talk to like a broker. Like a broker, you could call and say, nah, hell nah. You guys told me, I booked this due to the weight and my fuel and stuff. We need to, negotiate this, aspect of what's going on here. The paper, you know what I mean? So, and you could get more money out of it. You can't here. Like, and that shit pisses me off. Okay, now that has happened quite a few times. When you book a load and you get there and it's way heavier than what the fuck they said it was, okay? And not only is that, you got to go through the, Northeast. I don't care about driving in the Northeast. It's just a point that I don't want to drive there heavy, okay? My prime example was I was picking a load up out of Duncan, South Carolina. It said it was only, I think, 18,000 pounds, and it was going to Ohio. I was going home for my home time, whatever. So it didn't really matter, but I got there, 42,000 pounds. And anybody know, maybe it wasn't done. Maybe it was over there close to, I think it was Duncan. But had to go up 77. Like, that shit's heavy as fuck to be going up 77, And pissed me off because, the diesel's high over that way anyways. So I figured, 18,000 pounds, I get through the miles. I'm going to spend a little bit of diesel, but not 44,000 pounds worth of diesel going up this. So the shit pissed me off, kind of. So that's one of the uglies. Not being able to negotiate that price. And that might be the biggest reason why, if anything, I would leave. I don't like that. That's deceiving people because for the rate that I I think it was only going 600 miles or something like that, 500 something miles. I think it was going to Lucky, Ohio. And I should have known when I seen Lucky, Ohio, it was a fucking Home Depot load. I already knew that in my mind. I don't know why I believed that shit. Yeah. That's probably be the biggest reason why I would leave, because I think it's very deceiving knowing that somebody's not going to take that load because of the heaviness of it. So they lie. And it's not on something that I don't know. I don't know if it's Schneider that's lying or the customer. One of the two is lying. Okay. And I think it's very deceitful. I don't like that. So I haven't really talked to my BOA about it. Maybe I'll bring this up with her. Them, because it's 3 of them, and see what they say. But this has happened quite a few times where, I don't mind it if it's, flat land, but it really pisses me off when I'm going through the hills or the mountains, whatever. Outside of that, I mean, some people might not say that's a big problem, but to me it is. I don't feel that people should lie about certain things like that. And if it's just a typo, okay. I can see a typo, somebody forgetting a 4 and some shit, okay? But 18 to 42 is just a fucking weird, a whole bunch of typos, okay? Nah, I don't know, bro. Like, so, I don't know. So, I mean, it is what it is. I got my eye on a different company anyways if this continue to keep happening. So, hopefully it doesn't. Maybe I speak with them about it, but that's a big problem, not that right there. So if you was able to, speak, like I said, speak with a freight broker, you could say, hey man, it's going to be a little bit more on diesel. They can, go in and work with you, get you more money towards it. You know what I mean? Because, it was an error in somebody else's fault, but yours, but not here in Schneider. It's like, you get what you get. You know what I mean? Like, they be trying to make it seem like it's a privilege to be here, but I don't know. It's a great company so far. I really enjoy working here so far. The atmosphere, the people when you step into certain calling centers or just operating centers is just very nice, pleasant. I mean, nobody talks down to you. Everybody's really very friendly. Even the weekend staff, they actually, come on now. We all know weekend dispatch is not going to be able to pick up right away, but they call you back. They're very friendly, They listen before they don't talk at you. They don't talk down to you. They listen and they actually get some shit done, you know, because they have the power. I ain't gonna say power. They have the ability to help you out. They can't say, oh, we gotta wait for, you know, they're fine. If they're fine, if there's a will, there's a way with them. So that's good. But that, you know, that's a little shit I want to talk about my little 3 months so far. You know, I went home for Thanksgiving as well. It was a short week, so I ended up having to call them and make a payment on my truck because I ain't getting behind. I ain't making no payment arrangements. Forget all that. Not doing it, not taking no extra money off. The reason why I did is because I had enough to cover everything, but I got hit with those tolls, and I forgot all about them damn tolls. So the tolls came out, and I was like, yeah, let me go to make a payment. So it is what it is, man. You got to come over here with a little bit of money to cover yourself. But I'm back at it like a crack at it, man. So y'all be easy, man. Be safe out there, man. The winter's coming. Stay bundled up, man. Y'all know Rona out here getting people left and right. So y'all be safe, man. Wear y'all masks in public if you can. If you don't believe in the mask, oh well, just stay away from people who do believe in it. You know, just keep your distance. But y'all be easy. Be safe out there. Love y'all. I'm out.